Alright folks, I'm back. This is Let's Play Lennus 2 on the Mysterious JG. I went back and listened to the last video recorded, basically confirmed what I already knew, which is that other than like that kind of loud musical sting at the start of a battle, you really can't hear the sound at all, and I apologize for that. I might start recording something else, just that doesn't have great music. Okay, and they're getting ready to test the alarm too, so I think you can probably hear that even... I don't think you'll be able to hear that at all. I don't think it's going to be as loud as the music that you can't hear. Suppose I could kill the sound for a second to see. They've announced like 8 times now. There it goes. You probably can't even hear it, but just in case you can, this might be more interesting sound than you usually get in an LP, which is the rocket attack alarm. Yeah, so alright, I really don't want to fight these guys because they will take slightly longer. Now wait a second. Now we've had rocket attacks, and they don't have that female voice going rocket attack like that. The hell is this? They're like testing an alarm that they don't do. I don't know. I'm upset. I'm going to take this up with the Alarm Council, who apparently exist. I had some voice going rocket attack, rocket attack. Made it sound like more like a fucking techno song than a end of broadcast. Okay. Yeah, it didn't sound like a freaking rocket attack. It sounded like a fucking techno song about a rocket attack. It's weird. And you probably can't hear it anyway, so what the hell am I even talking about? It appears that I have now gone the right way to get deeper into this maze of maziness. Sir Ferris checked the container and found a big slasher. That frightens Sir Phallus. Sir Phallus doesn't like the idea of big slashers being too near his person, since he is in fact a big phallus. Yeah, I need to start playing a 16-bit RPG where the characters have a lot of dialogue. That's just text on the screen. Because I enjoyed that a lot in Breath of Fire 2. I enjoyed that in Lufia. Maybe I need to play Lufia 2 Rise of the Sinistrals. I don't want to start a new LP while I can't record sound properly, but... The problem is, Ferris has with him 3 characters. One of them is supposed to be some kind of exotic dancer, presumably talks exactly like Aisha. Hey, everybody, it's Aisha. Something, something. She's gonna be there for you. Say the word, yep, come on. Wink, wink, wink. Then there's one who, I forget what personality she has. She's just like some kind of... I think she's like a warrior of wind. Like we had, no, not save. Isn't there some kind of status thing that I can do? Menu? Here we go. Jenga, Jenga, Jenga. No heart belongs to the air, spirit. Let's fight together. Because she was amongst a group of like 3 people who all showed up around the same time that you could hire, and they all had some kind of elemental affiliation. They're like Captain Planet and his Planeteers are basically hanging out with you. And then Iris. Shut up, Iris. I tell you, shut up. Iris's deal, she's a Lucite. Her deal is basically, Iris has lots of spirits. Iris asserts herself in the 3rd person. Iris demands lots of expensive equipment before she'll join you. Because if you use Iris for a long time, then it's a pretty good investment, I think, the equipment. She's still serving you for life without question once you buy her that red hot cane. Yowza. Ooh, it's a Hades mage. That's a new kind of enemy. And that new enemy is splitting the those guys so that I can't attack them all with one group attack in the top row. That's really what's devastating about this appearance of this Hades mage. Now those guys are going to be able to go and possibly even explode because I decided to attack the snails. They can poison you. I don't like the idea of getting poisoned. The Giga Blade seems to do a lot of damage. I wonder if it has some kind of like elemental affiliation with light, so it's good against evil, dark, Hades mage type dudes. Either way, he's dead, and he did give us shadow power. Now, if we want to stop these things from exploding, which I do, we need to concentrate on the one that has grown to big size. Well, you probably are curious what happens when they do explode. I think they just damage you. That's how it worked in the last game. And they're dead anyway, so who cares? Now I've lost track of how much of this place I haven't have it explored. I still dig the cool backgrounds, like these weird, almost like Celtic-y patterns of entwined veins and shit. It's like we're fighting through the Book of Kells. Preemptive attack. Yeah, I'm running away then. I don't feel like dealing with these guys. I've noticed I'm watching other people's LPs. I don't watch that many other people's RPG LPs. I've been watching Falger play through London Kane, yeah. Watched him play through Mystic Arc, and most of I'm more or less caught up with the Game Boy one. What the hell is it called? God Medicine? Yeah, the weird Game Boy one he's playing. It's hard. It's much easier for me to record LPs over here than and even to upload them than it is to watch them. Yeah, I've noticed that in part because it's so difficult to watch them now. Every minute seems to really count. That I've gotten really frustrated with watching anyone's LP where they have to fight regular enemies on their way to a boss battle or plot point or whatever. Suddenly, and that's like a big part of the game, and suddenly it's become unbearable. Anyway, yay, I've got a high bottle. That's good. So I've got at least one party member. A trumpet. Okay. Let's see what's going on with the trumpet. Don't sort. I meant to use and I accidentally sorted. Now I have to find out where the hell the trumpet ended up and how these things are even arranged. There's a unique shovel up there. Tsunami sword. Man, I got a lot of stuff that I have to sell. Someone may be looking for his musical instrument. Now I suddenly was like, oh yeah, I did talk to somebody who was looking for it, and then I was like, wait, you're thinking of Fallout New Vegas, and you're thinking about something that happened in Fallout New Vegas many videos past what's actually been posted on your channel. Somebody was looking for musical instruments. So it's like, well, Ferris is so Ferris finding musical instruments that some guy from the Fallout New Vegas universe is looking for is, to me, is like if say Iguru suddenly came across like a dual blade with the power to defeat the Sinistrals, but you know there are no Sinistrals for her to fight. And in the meantime, what's his name, Avatar, and his beautiful girlfriend Lufia ran into Great Father. You know, it doesn't make sense. It's not going to work out for anybody. So, like in Maniac Mansion, you have a chainsaw with no gas. And then in Zack McCracken and the Alien Mindbenders, you can find a chainsaw gas, but there's no chainsaw in the game. And it's like, it was funny. I liked it. Maybe I'll play Zack McCracken. That really didn't have much sound. Zack McCracken and the Alien Mindbenders, folks. It's very likely that by the time this video is posted, I will have started playing it. Why? Because it doesn't have sound that you will miss when I can't record sound properly. The giant tree has, damn. They either really focus their attacks on that one person, or I just haven't been paying attention for a while. It's not a particularly tough game, so you do, sort of stop paying attention after a while to healing. Alright. I think now everybody now has high bottles. Excellent. Okay, everyone's got high bottles. So I will continue to use the mini bottles and the tool bags for actual healing when I'm not in combat, because that way I don't run through my Thank you. God, I thought like a whole bunch of shit was gonna explode and make me really regret having tried to run from battle. Oh. Is this probably isn't really where I wanted to come. Yeah, by this game standards, this is a pretty epic dungeon. The fact that I kind of lost track of where I am and have been probably backtracking a lot isn't helping anything, but some very short, simple dungeons at the beginning of the game. It's nice to see something a little bit more involved happening. Sir Ferris? Yes, whichever one of you it is who's talking. It's me, the chick who is like into air power and shit, but is not a stripper and does not refer to herself in the third person. Okay, what do you want? Can we get out of this tree anytime today? I'd love to do that, but don't see it happening. Hades mages, oh shit, run away, I don't know what they do. I killed one, and before it could do anything, and now I don't really know what their deal is. But they don't show up often, and I vaguely feel like they're probably dangerous, so run away. There were none there, run away anyway. Iris would also like to leave the tree. Ferris would like Iris to shut up. I want to get out of this tree so I can go up Dixie. Shut up. Just shut up. Nikita can't possibly talk like Aisha. I mean, how could she? Her name's Nikita. She's got to have some kind of cheesy Russian accent, right? Va-voom, darling. Natasha, who I was just doing there, doing the voice of, came this close. I'm doing a little small space with my fingers, pantomime, to being the final boss of Rocky and Bullwinkle. But of course, the final boss of Rocky and Bullwinkle, as any true fan of my LPs will know, was a lizard. The last thing you have to jump over before you can win the game, a lizard. Better check the container. Spirit robe. Great. Fantastic. Damn it, there's another MacGuffin in here, and we've got to find it. Yeah! Now I'm making her talk like Dixie, which really isn't right at all. Hey, this is promising. I think we're coming, like, possibly to a boss fight. I'm sure this boss will just be some generic monster. Any minute now, we're going to pass through a door, and the music's going to switch over to boom, 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 boom. You won't be able to hear it, but, boss fights are always the easiest of all, because they're where I finally just cut loose with all the magic that I've got. Which always ends fights in, like, 3 turns. Even against, like, Gilray Zork, who probably should have been a pretty big deal boss. Hey, an Earth Guard. I don't think anybody needs that right now. There is one path that I did not fully explore, but now I'm just... There we go. Let's see if we can finish this fight before the video's over. Wow! It's got like a purple head with 2 little closed eyes, some hair, and then a giant purple... Well, look at it. It's right below the waist. I'm thinking that that little dot there is its belly button. Right beneath that is a little sort of purple thing that's kind of pointing out at you. Yeah, that is indeed Sir Ferris's ultimate nightmare, the purple Gonda phallus thing. Alright, let's take this bitch out. Not defensive. Battle's not going to last long enough to make that worthwhile. Alright, we're going to defeat you, boss, whose name I just forgotten. Whoa, he's sucked life out of us, but not enough to really make it matter at all. And he seems to be immune to whatever Iris threw at him, lightning, although I don't understand the nomenclature in this game well enough to avoid using the same thing. Kekon. Don't use Kekon, use Leylon. Yeah, Momrek's never going to work. Momrek's the thing that, like, freezes them. You use Leylon too. Whip it good. When a monster comes along, you must whip it. And its giant purple dong, you must whip it. Yeah, that's right. Suck 54 hit points out, buddy. You're gonna win the battle that way. It's only a matter of time before your big victory. Oops! Oh, I guess it didn't quite work out that way after all. I'm so sorry, purple dude. Alright, well, that's going to be it for him. His ability to suck 100 hit points out of us and to give himself 50 more hit points did not turn out to be a winning strategy in the face of me doing, like, between 5 and 7 or 8,000 hit points damage per turn. The music is once again encountering incredible slowdown, but you can't even hear it, so it doesn't matter. When we come back, folks, we will get the I don't know what the hell we're getting here, Triforce pieces, whatever it is we're collecting for Potentate Petro. We'll have another one in our possession in the next video. Thanks for watching. See you then.